first video I did this morning was just a short video of my recording of OBS. But then here is going to be the detailed version. The fucking detailed version. So this is going to be a detailed version 226 for New Year's 2006. The reason why I'm doing this video is because I'm just questioning on some stuff, and I got a lot of videos recorded from this, so this is going to be the live version of it, and this is the recorded version. Me, 23 years old, born in 2002, starts down as having some major thoughts and some backup thoughts on. We're talking my stream real quick. Hold on. Me having some really bad thoughts right now. When I was like 2002, and I used to be like good with stuff like having some fun with friends, having fun with people, you know, and having some good ever as I was in New Year's. In 2002 was when I was born. If you do the math, because it's 2026 now, and it's already past August. I've been going through a lot of regrets since I was growing older. So let's start with boosting up myself when I was 17. So 17 years old, I had a person that I was with that I knew for a while. And then that person, I knew her for a while, and then it started like going to into all happy thoughts. And well, it's just I've been having some deep thoughts about something. Back when I was in high school, when I used to be in fur, when I was a 10th grader, I think when I was in 10th grade, I discovered Discord, but I was like my very old account I didn't have access to anymore. Back in I was like 15. I was the 10th grade, a senior, well, a junior. I think it was junior, not sophomore. I used to be picked on a lot in high school, and I used to be like having some good thoughts and been having these feelings for people. I haven't been talking to a lot of people REL because I have not been motivated to. I used to be bullied a lot in high school, But then I discovered one of my friends had a thing called Discord. When I was 15, I asked him all about it. He was my best friend when I was in high school. He saw I was being bullied a lot. Me and him played games a lot, like where we skip class and we played fucking games like, I don't know, computers and shit like that. Yeah. He and I used to goof around a lot and we don't pay attention in class. It's 20, that was like a long time ago. Whenever I graduated high school, I was happy. When I was in high school, um, I was like 17. I graduated, and I was happy that I graduated because I was so lucky. I managed the graduation of me passing all my classes with a grade average of 75 because that was my passing score. Hold on, I'm just texting someone. Anyways, like I was trying to say, when I was like in high school, I used to be happy and a lot of friends basically. Made a lot of friends, and that was just pretty much it. But as time came by, when I was in first few months out of high school graduation, I was like so confused and I didn't know what to do. Like I was confused, like I didn't know what I was gonna be doing and fucking like having my hopes down and having my friends, seeing it for me. But I was like, they left me like a long time ago, so I had stopped seeing them. I stopped seeing them like years now, and well, I haven't been. Sorry, I'm just looking through other people's YouTube channels real quick. Don't take me down, please. I'm just looking through it. I randomly subscribe to other people. And look at more of these videos when they get a chance to whipping heat. Whenever I was a few months later, I discovered this website called Discord when I was 17 years old. That's when I discovered start for me to get new friends. My very first friend was actually on my old account, which I actually will show. Oh fuck! I gotta log into my account. To my very old account that I have not used in a while until I actually just create the second one, which is the one that it's also on my Rarity account. And then it was this one, which is my main account for now. But this person named Woman was my first Wolvin. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce your name right. Don't get mad at me. He was one of my first persons I actually friend on Discord back in 2017. Me and him did not talk in a long fucking while, and me and him used to play a lot of games like Ponytown, Legend of Equestria. Pretty much that's all we do. I used to be a brony back then. I really have to. Me and him talked, but then I started going through a lot of stress and mental breakdowns, and I fucking just stopped using that account because a lot of people were attacking me on that account. So I just hid myself and just started trying to do a new account, but it backfired too. So now I have people coming after this account, and let me just cut to the chase and not talk about this. Whenever I was 17 years old, I used to date. Fuck my life. I used to date two people on the internet. Two people on the internet that I loved. Before, it was like this weird flush I had, which I don't want to get into details about, but this was like a weird flush I got into when I was like 17 years old. And now, when I date them, they were actually older than me. One of them was like 25, and the other one was like 26. So like they were older than me. First one I met was like through a server I was in. Like first server I was actually invited to when I had that little feeling. Because I've seen a lot of videos of it. I'm not gonna get into details about that. I met them through there, and I saw what they were before, and I saw how they were. And then I saw how me and her had feelings for each other. And I'm like, okay, well, I got nervous because whenever kids get nervous, well, taking on me for example, like I said, I was nervous because, like I said, they were over my limit. And the term pedophile basically kind of makes me wonder why I'm still a target as one. Which, even though I'm not hanging out with kids anymore. I met them through a server that me and her technically was in like a long time ago. But I'm not sure what server it was, but I don't think she doesn't know the server that she was in. I'm surprised. I'm probably gonna have to ask her beyond. After I met her for a few months, she had to leave me because her family and her people are technically saying like, oh, you can't date this person because they're underage, and you're just going by. Yeah, apparently she told me that she never told me that she was dating someone else by the time I was dating them. So it got me questioning, why was I backstabbed by them? Why was I backstabbed when I didn't know I was supposed to be with them? So after that, I haven't seen her again. I met someone else on the internet through a different server. It was like a Team Fortress 2 server. I'll say it like that. Same year, 2017. When I was still 17 years old. 2017, 2007. I met this person in 2017. After the other person left me because apparently they weren't ready for me. Because they saw how underage I was. The third person I dated was like a few months before I became 18. I met them through a Discord server that has Team Fortress 2 involved. And she told me that she had the same kinks that I had. Now, it was the same thing. I was nervous because she was over the age. And I honestly didn't know what to fucking think. So, I didn't. I met a lot of people on Discord. By the time I grew older, when I was 18, I was ready to add more people that was on my age and stop talking to people that were under my age. Because by the time I was like 17, I had to say like, I'm sorry, I'm 18 now. I had to start adding more people towards my age now. Yeah, I was trying to do that. I was trying to do more of just watching and more more finding more friends to talk to on Discord. This person I dated, me and her did not end up too well. The way I can say this is that with something between me or them, I don't know what the fuck it was. We end up having fights. We end up getting in trouble, mainly me, because our friends we get busted by our own friends, or I get in trouble by my mother about this. My mom knows about this because I told her already. This girl, well, this femboy, I'll say like that because they're a femboy REO. I used to remember taking them out of their own states when I was like 20, I think I was 20 by the time. I used to remember taking them out of Washington. Not Washington, D.C., like the state of Washington. I knew them for like fucking long well. And I was like saying like, hey, I want to see you REO. And I want to see what you look like. Now, the first time I met them, because this was at a hotel. Like, there was a hotel. I think I could show you what the hotel was the first time I met them. First time I met them was the hotel right here next to Burger King, which is the Motel 6. So, when they came here, it was like fucking, there was like usually a bus station like right here, but it got taken down. I don't know why, but it got moved to the one, where's the new bus station at right now? Towards my Magnolia Trend Center, so this is the Greyhound station right now. But before that, there was one in downtown, but it got shut down. But she came from there, traveled down the freeway, and then she met me there. Now, the first time I met them, I got nervous of how they looked. I got nervous how they seemed, but it's just like how my mom always told me, don't judge people on how they look. Just go with the flow and suck it up. And I remember my mom's words, because she always has my back. Now, my mom didn't like the person ahead of time. I was like, relax, mother. She's fine. Me and them just talk. Now, I get that confused a lot because, I don't know, I fucking do. When I met them at the hotel, sorry, wrong location, I was looking at maps. When I met them at the hotel, I had most of my stuff here. I had my old laptop, and when I met them, I was like one of those motels saying like, "Oh, okay, I'm ready to dress for success. Let's put nice clothing on." From there, saw them walked in, and I was like, "Oh my god." Yeah, I was so nervous, and I was like, fucking didn't know what to say. Like, I was so nervous, like, I need to go. I was trying not to cry. Because this is actually the first time I met someone REO from a different state. Now, what kind of ruined the appetite is the fact that they said I pushed them out a little bit of their state a little bit too early. Which I did understand that it was a little bit bad up, but at the end of the day, they told me that they got fucked over. Now, what kind of was backfiring as well, a few months later, I told them that I couldn't pay for them anymore, because this was like, they were here the entire time, and by the time they were ready to go back home, because me and my mom and her rode together, dropped them off at the Greyhound down here for them to go home. Once they got home, let's just say it didn't go too well. Apparently they didn't want me anymore. They left me and they blocked me and everything. And few months later, let me see if I can remember where it's at. So I don't remember where it's at, but fucking where the fuck it's at. I think it's Seattle. Oh no, it's right here. I have it highlighted. This used to be their old home. It was like an old convention center. Now, sad news is that ever since I fucking did this, they got more annoyed about me, and I gotta get rid of it. I don't know why I have that saved. Probably in the future, when I have my own car, I'm gonna drive all the way up here, gonna look at this home. Might write down a little bit of a note right here. Because, hate to say it, maybe taking them out of their own hometown was not the best idea. It wasn't. So, they've been stuck. They've been stuck with their hometown. And then they've been traveling around towards east side through Michigan. And then through a lot of states. And then a lot of their other friends couldn't help them. So then a few minutes later, I came back and apologized to them. So I'm like, this was a bad idea. I apologize for what I did. And I hope we can try this again. She told me that she was scared and she was trying not to get kicked out. And someone was trying to threaten her and stuff like that. So then I got scared and really nervous. I'm like, oh no, I don't want to do this again. But at the end of the day, I fucking paid for the bus ticket again anyways. For her to get out of the state and for her to come back and try it again. But this time, she came back through. Well, I don't remember. It was the same bus stop. I think it was this bus stop by the time she came back. Because by the time later that shit got cut down, it was this one. I remember now. So when she came back, I was home, and I told her to come meet me at the park. I paid for an Uber for her to go from the bus stop to the park. And by the time, I already rented a hotel for her to stay at for the night while I was sleeping with my mom. So when my parents were asleep, I snuck out the house and I went to go see them again. And yeah, they were probably not in good shape because, yeah, they were getting bit by mosquitoes. And then me and them talked and told them like this new situation, like I was sorry, blah, 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 blah. I'm probably voice cracking. I don't know if it's probably from me speaking too much, but honestly, I gotta fucking stop voice cracking. So after me and her talk, I paid for an Uber for her, my park to the hotel. I told her like to go sleep at the hotel, and I gave her room key. I told her what room it was, and she slept there for a night. And then like a few days later, because by the time that she came back, I still had my job at Domino's, which I still work at right now. I told her like just go stay at the hotel, and then I'll meet her probably like a few days later. So after I got off of work, this was when I was CSR at the time for game assistant manager. Turn my bike down the street, head towards here, and then I met her and said blah blah blah. Now my parents been suspicious of me, has been asking why I have not been home lately, and she's been wondering. I've been hiding my location, saying like, oh, because power went out. I've been making them excuses, not knowing that she was back. Because my mom didn't like the person, because they found out what they did to me. Supposedly, and my mom actually found out. She actually found out that me and her are not a thing anymore. Because apparently it was on fucking Facebook. My mom's proud of it, but I'm slowly not. And I'll get into details about that. Like I said, so I'm back with the hotel. This was the same hotel like the ones years ago. Talked to her, blah blah blah. I was running out of payments for this hotel, so I had to switch over to another hotel quickly. So then we moved to, where's it at? Da, 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 da. It was on 69 Southwest. I think it was past Hillcroft. No, I think it was this. It was like the one. I think it was a few blocks down. I don't remember. Oh, right here, Romanian Hotel. Yeah, it was a bad hotel because it was a lot of shit that was wrong with that hotel, and God honestly don't know. It was like the room. Okay, if I look at the picture real quick, see if I can pull out the picture. Okay, so this is the hotel. The lobby is like back there. I had to go up the elevator because there was one elevator working, and the stairs were closed. Otherwise, there was no point for me entering the rooms. So my room was like on the 5th floor. So we were like close towards the back right there, and the room was like on the other side. It was a disaster. Wi-Fi was terrible. The rooms were a mess. It was like a room like this basically, but the only thing was problem was like there was a hole in it and then some shit like that. But yeah, this was before. Yeah, so right here, this is the sign that says that the elevator doesn't work, and well, that was before they actually fix the hotel. But I don't know if that elevator works anymore. Let me see. Hold on. What was this? It'll say okay. So a few months later, they got tired of the hotel, and I ran out of payments, so we moved up to a new hotel. I had her stay somewhere around here for a bit. I told her just wait, and then from there, I paid for another hotel was close to the international airport, which I will present. The next hotel was this one. Yeah, Travel Inn Suites. So from night times, whenever I come to work or travel down through here, nighttime when I come home, I take the bus, take the 102 all the way down towards the IH, and I get off like close to where's that? Where's that? To this part right here, because that's how far they let me go. Because that's no, sorry, wrong street, right here. I had to get off here, and I take an Uber from here. Actually, no, I took my scooter. Actually, it was nervous because there was a lot of cars. I had to go down all the way here, take the back road, just for me to see on the Fonz Road, just for me to hit the hotel from here. And in the morning time, whenever I wanted to go to the mall, because I told her I was going to go get something to eat, and I gave her money for food for herself, I had to go down here towards this street. And then by the time it was 11, that's when the mall opened. I'm like, okay, let's go see what's around. And blah, blah, blah. I went to go around, travel around Houston. And I was probably the other time I had to go to work by that time. Sad thing is, I was cut to the chase. She was getting upset that I've been hanging out with them. And slowly but surely, my mom's been wondering why I have not been going to her. And she was giving me that look saying like, son, you better tell me or I'm going to kick you out the house. That's where I was so scared and upset. So whenever she knew that was something wrong, she told me that if you don't start talking, I'm going to get the police involved. That's why I fucking couldn't lie to her face anymore. So I told her, okay, I admit it. I was dating this person behind your back again. I'm sorry. I knew you didn't want me to date her on first date, but I had to be honest with her and tell her like she was crazy. And yeah, it was really bad. So by the time my mom knew something was wrong, I showed her where she was. This was like her old account. I told her she was at the Travel Inn Suites. And I told her I actually booked a hotel, which was like same area where my job is, which was the Best Western Hilton Inn. It's a nice hotel, honestly. The broken elevator too. Yeah, I got some videos of people saying that this elevator usually stops working, gets stuck like midway. Pretty funny. But after that situation happened, I fucking told him like, hey, I made the terrible dumbest mistake ever because my mom wanted me to do it. Otherwise, I had no choice that I'm gonna be stuck stranded on the street. So I had to do what's right and let her go. So I told her, I made up an excuse saying, hey, there's a hotel. Are you ready? So I put the coordinates where it was. And I guess what the coordinates I put, it was towards here. So by the time I saw her, because by the time I was on the bus, I was trying to put my head down because I was heading towards Townsend to go get the stuff out. When she got dropped off, yes, she was pissed at me. Really pissed. She asked me, hey, why was I dropped off here? What the fuck? Like, blah, blah, blah. That's where I was like, I had to make up some lies. But at the end of the day, when I got to the hotel, it's like, I'm sorry, I had to. And from there, when I got the hotel, yeah, same thing. She knew I was choosing my mom's side, and she went behind my back. From there, she's been traveling around downtown the entire time. Blah, 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 all cold and stuff like that. So one night, because I was so worried, I just packed my things, snuck out, called an Uber, because I didn't have a bike at the time. Took an Uber. Well, actually, I did have a scooter. Took Uber, got downtown, looking around towards the street where they were. I went to talk to them and told them, like, what was going on. And from then, I told them I was struggling with money, and I told them I'm sorry. Now, a few months later, I saw them on the train station heading towards here. My dance appointment was like, where's my, the fuck is, my dental was like, somewhere, right, here we go, here. So I talked to them, so I'm like, hey, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. Can we talk? Can we talk, please? And she did the thought starts, at which we know she was on her last strike. When the people do like that, that's like, oh yeah, I probably did piss them off. I should have done that. Whenever she went back, she went to Dallas. I don't know where she is now. I'm not gonna locate them. She went to Dallas, and from there, I have never seen them again. And same thing, it just got bad. After my mom found out that she blocked, because I showed her my phone, the person, she smiled at me saying, well, good job, son. She deserves it. She deserves to find someone better than you, for her to not use you like for money. Honestly, it was true that she was, but at the same time, I was only helping her. I didn't want her to know. But I was stuck under her roof. That's why I couldn't fucking be myself fully because of my mom. From there, me and her, a few months later, I apologized again. Told like, hey, this was all misunderstanding. I hope we can fix it again. This was on the last strike. She was been stuck in there for like a few months now, and close to the new year, it was all over. She decided to cut ties with me, fully letting me go, and just left. And I tried to DM her saying like, hey, what happened? Like, what happened? And she shut me down and everything. And I was like fucking beyond. So what the fuck? Where's my phone? Keep telling me about it. Someone keeps sending email. I gotta fucking check my email. Bullshit, man. That's why I don't fucking follow my email and shit like that. Last time I texted them, or they texted me, their last words were they were hungry. I said, I shouldn't have said, I know, I was just figuring out. But then the day after, I woke up this morning and their DMs were gone. Looking up the Discord, gone. Servers gone, everything was gone. I'm like, I guess they made their decision. I wanted to talk to them, but I guess they made their point. I tried following them on TikTok. Well, not TikTok, YouTube. Well, not YouTube. Fucking damn it. I tried finding them on Discord, Xbox, yeah, they beat me to it. Messenger, I try to say, hey, what's going on? Can we talk? I probably should have said that first, but they already knew too, and they cut me out too. It hurted me to see this was the final straw. And honestly, for all the shit I did to them, it was a good valid point. Really, it was. I used to love this person. I used to. But I was 17. From now, her last words were, I was just hungry. It's like you lost a loved one. And send this to my friend real quick, off screen real quick. The fuck? They made their final decision, and I hate to admit, it was the best for anyways. May God rest their peace. I guess they fucking find their own path they can live in. Help them through much, but I guess they're on their own now. I lost so many friends from first video I made to now. I lost over 287 friends. Most friends I still have on VR chat that I still talk to. Half, like, 10% of my server members don't even have me added anymore. My other partner didn't know that I was dating them still. But it took her a while. It took a while for them to figure it out, and they got unhappy with me too. So I had to lie towards them too. Yay! Fucking great. Miller saying like, oh, I had to fucking more lying towards people's face. Yeah, a lot of people were on my ass, and I had nothing else to hide it. Get back on my phone. Hold on, for real. Get my phone. Oh. It was hard for me to lie towards people's face. It was. Future. The point is, I cared for this person. I did. But I was only trying to get to talk to them, figure out what happened. But seeing what they did, yeah, they're beyond pissed with me. I'm gonna have so many deep thoughts to fucking get rid of. From my old account, my Ashley account, and then from this account. She promised me I was gonna make a server for her, but I have not been working on it. So that's probably another reason why they're upset. I wasn't the type of people that I want to be there for people. I do. I do want to be there for people. I just didn't know the right way to do it. But from seeing what's happened 3 days ago was a big fucking mess up for me. Now my mom was proud of me, laughing in my face, saying like, well, haha, you deserve it because you. Well, she didn't say it like that. She said like, well, it's best that you let them go because they're fucking toxic and piece of shit anyways. And she said the H word, which was homeless. And that got me more upset. I'm like, for fuck's sakes. I got mad saying like, I was trying not to growl at them because whenever I hear something I didn't like, I usually do this fucking growling noise and then pissed off and like, hey, don't fucking say that towards me because I'll get offended. All this because I trusted my mom more than them. And the mistakes I did. It's beyond fine. It's gonna be hard to let it go, but at the end of the day, it's the best what I can do. Just let it go. I'd rather stop trying to fucking try to for them to talk to me again. It's no use. I gotta stop forcing myself to talk to them again. It's gonna hurt me, but it's the best thing that they want. They want to find someone else better than me. Me and her had a lot in common. I knew her for a while. I helped her through her stress. But the problem was I fucked it up. Badly. Now, here I am. Just questioning my existence. All because of that stupid fucking mistake I did. But it is what it is. I have to just let it go. I already shut down everything. I have to shut down them from my end. Just say their last goodbyes. And I guess I'll just pray that I'll find something else that I'm better and good at. It's gonna hurt me, but my mom always say, just move on and find someone else. I have to just face the consequences and just do it. That's what my mom told me. Don't let the person that you think of treat you wrong. Find someone else better than that. Her and another person that I can't say their name because she doesn't want to mention in my server or in my YouTube video. So I'm not saying her name. But I will give her credit for her saying it to me, which is really true. So from then, I just gave up. This morning, I was on my last attempt, on my last rep, but I'm like, I'll just stop. There's no point. I'll just stop trying. I'll just fucking stop. There's no point. I can't be doing this anymore. Not only that, I had someone else that was worried for me, but I didn't want them to know because I just didn't want them to get in my way. That's how scared I was. I was really scared for my life. When I'm scared, I don't know what to say or do. That's why I tell people, like, I'm just nervous around other people. But, like I said, they were on their last breath with me. It's all good. said, just try again and find someone else. Like I said, say okay. I regret my love, but we had a lot of happy moments, but it's alright. At the end of the day, it's gonna be okay. Suck it up and pray for the best. Like all people say to me, it's gonna be hard to let it go, but it's the right choice. It's gonna hurt to let it go, but I can't do nothing about it. Probably in a few years later, everything will probably be alright. Everything will be okay. It's best for me to just let this person go from my life and to stop trying. It's fine. I'm not gonna force myself anymore. Like how my person says, I'm not saying her name. The one that's how what's the reason why I can't say this name, the one I'm talking about that I cannot say her name, is because that she won't be mentioned in my video. Because last time I did this, she got mad and she was at the point of blocking me. So I'm like, okay, fine. I won't say your name in video. I'll just keep it to myself. I promise. So yeah, I'm just not saying her name. So if y'all want to know her name, find me on Discord and I'll tell you. And if I'll ask her if it's okay for me to say it. If not, then I can't say it. But I cannot say her name. But the point is, my ex goes by Sally Bell, aka Stalking Anarchy. No Alpha Stalking Anarchy on Discord. But since I don't know what their new Discord tag is because they blocked me, so I can't view their shit anymore. So I just blocked them. That's another weird thing on Discord. When people block me, I can't see their profile like at all. I can see what they used to look at like, but then can't see their new profile unless I fucking decode it. But like I said, it's fine. Sally made this decision to go find someone else. I wasn't actually for them anyways. So, like I said, it's best for them just find someone else and fucking be better. So for people that are gonna watch this video or see it probably posted like a few days later, don't bother watching it. If you wanna watch it, that's fine. I have no control over it. But like I said, I'm just gonna just suck up it, suck it up, and just move. I guess move on. If they end up coming down here, thus I probably will pray that they won't come find me. But it's fine. I'm not gonna too worry about that shit. And I just want to appreciate that someone was there to help me out, even though that she might be on her stress limit with me. But like, I'm not saying her name, so if you want to know the name, just I'll find a way to add my Discord and my profile name. You can join and figure it out the coding yourself. May rest in peace. But God says that we need to just move on and just find someone else. And that's what I'm doing. I'll find someone that I could probably have until I have someone that can make me happy. But I don't know how that's going to work. So far, I have no luck. I have no luck so far finding a better person. I don't. I'm struggling my ass off right now. I'm trying to find a better person. I don't know. I can't look at the text right now. Hold on, because I look at my chat right now. I don't know if anyone's sending something in the chat, but I can't watch right now. So, yeah. But all I'll say is right now, for me, in the future, I'm gonna move out of my house and just find somewhere else for me to. Probably might take the house that's across the street because this is on sale, and just move there. Otherwise, I'll probably just move to a different area in my city, close to my job, like somewhere around here. And I probably will give you an update about that where I move. I love my family. I love my friends, but like my mother always tell me, once you let them go, it's gonna be hurt, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be all over. Don't let the person fuck you over. And she keeps on telling me that because she knew I was upset. Because she didn't even say nothing. She told me like, I told you they were gonna use you, and how I know. She showed me the person. I'm like, how you got their fucking phone? And I remember that one time I left my phone on. I had their Facebook on there. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes. Well, I actually didn't curse at her, but I just said like, he didn't need to know. So yeah, my mom has them followed, but they're using my my real name as their account. I got to tell my mom to not use my old account, Facebook account. If she ever does watch this video, which I highly doubt that she is, I already deleted like my old accounts already. Next one's gonna be the Ashley one, because like I said, a lot of stuff's been going through. So at the end of the day, it's best for you to move on and just find somewhere else and just go back to your home. Because at the end of the day, I might just call your home stuff and tell them what happened, and they can take you in again. You'll be happy going back to Seattle, Washington. Once I pay for your bus ticket, you can go back all the way up there. Yes, we'll go back to where you started. But like I said, they're not gonna watch the video because, like I said, Seattle, Washington is all the way up here. What the fuck am I? Oh, that's Santa Fe. This was. Oh, I remember traveling through here. Las Vegas. But yeah, their very hometown was all up here. So I'm gonna bring them back home to Auburn, Washington. Once I talk to the people, I'm gonna get the phone number for this place, and then I'll just probably just pay them for a bus ticket and say like, hey, this is, you may have me unknown, but give you the money for you to go back home to Seattle, where you fully belong. Don't be in my state, because my state is not safe for you. I'm gonna make that my last words. But I gotta call them. So I gotta look up the phone number for this place and call them. And probably, if I do, I'm probably gonna visit all the way up there in Auburn. Let's see how far it is from where I am. I have to do a lot of driving. Yep, I fucking knew it. A lot of fucking areas. That's my goal. If not, probably buy a fucking bus ticket to from my place to Seattle and see if I can do it from there. My mom's gonna hate me for doing this, but I'm just gonna pretend I'm going to right now, even though I'm not. Look at the prices. 400 is the cheapest I can think of. It's fine. But yeah, I'll look at more of that later. Once once I call them, reach my goal, I might just say like, "Hey, congratulations! Hope you're happy. Here's some money for you to go home." Or better yet, I'll just oh wait, I don't even know how to contact them. Where they fully belong back in Seattle. What the fuck? I don't know where the tolls are on this area. It tells me that there's tolls, but what type of tolls am I fucking worried about? Oh, the Hardy Toll Road. That's probably the only toll road I think of. Let me see. Yeah, Toll Road 247. That's a toll road. Damn, this one is a toll road too. God damn, man. Fucking toll roads everywhere, man. Yeah, there's one in fucking Colorado. Oh my god. But yeah, once I make that decision, it's best for them to just find their way back home and just be happy with it. At the end of the day, there probably will be a future. I don't know. But it's best for me to stop trying. Just let it go. Have someone else that was trying to make me happy, but I don't want them to know the situation. I mean, they're probably gonna know if they just see the stuff on. I don't like being a bad person, but realized this person was not enough for me. If y'all want to leave, if y'all ever want to follow me, actually, let me unmute myself. From the audio call. Actually, never mind. Forgot my fucking microphone won't work because I'm using my microphone for my stream. I can't do this no more, bro. I'm about to fucking start crying, bro. Like, I'm trying not to switch to my depression voice right now, but it's getting there. I just don't want to see my friends or my family upset. I just want someone to be. I want someone to be there for me and understand the situation, but I don't want to force someone to be my partner. Well, let's just pray what my future's gonna be like. Ugh. Fuck it. I just remember one of the videos I did with my. Oh shit! Don't want to watch my own video. I just remember I had one of my old videos with them, part of my stream, and I think I don't remember which video it was. I know that was my first VR chat episode when I was like, fucking God knows when. One of these videos I did when I was streaming fucking American Truck Simulator. I don't know. I had a lot of old videos from them. I gotta change my profile picture, which I have to do. I'll do that after I'm fucking streaming. I remember I did Wild Assault. I don't even know how many views I got in this video. I tried to recording for, or did a stream for Wild Assault, but I have not gotten any comments from it. I got a like though. That's something. Probably need to do more content like this. But meh. I probably need to do another live stream while the song, probably in the fucking what the hell? Oakland? I don't know where that is. Oh, Oakland, California. Well, we'll see what my future is gonna be like. Yeah, see what my friends told me once this video gets uploaded. Forgot I have a limit for uploading videos too. Well, I'll stop watching this video. I'll stop recording now and see what I can do from there. But I hope one of these days shit will go well. But I'll see y'all on my next episode. Tune in later on for another stream on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. I'll do a VR chess stream. Okay. Well, tally ho, guys. And good night. Or whatever fucking time zone you are. Tally ho and good night. If anything, be